Hi everyone, Marie here. Today is Wednesday, which means it's Top 5 Wednesday. For those that don't know, Top 5 Wednesday is a Goodreads group created and hosted by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey. I will post the links to the Goodreads group and Lainey's channel down below. This week on Top 5 Wednesdays is the books that gave you a book hangover. For those that don't know, a book hangover is like when you get into a reading slump after you read a book, either because you just didn't want it to end or that you were so pissed off. It's some kind of something where you couldn't read anymore. My top fives are a bit different because I don't know if I actually go into a reading slump after I read a physical book itself, but I have found myself going to reading slumps, and these have been like months or even a year-long reading slump, because before I didn't tend to read books that were being released at that time. So when I read, it was like series, chunks of series, all one after another. And that's where it put me in this. So instead of listening to me ramble, let's get it down to it. I will give you 5 series that I read that literally shut my brain down afterwards. The first series would be the Twilight series. I read all 4 of the books back to back because I didn't start reading them until the first book or until the last book was out. So it was literally a brain overload of Bella and Edward. My second series was the Harry Potter series, and if you can only imagine having Harry Potter crammed in that little bit of time, which I know many people have. But at that time, it was like so much that once I put that last book down, I was sad that it ended, but I just felt like I read so much. These were all before BookTube, so I tend to read a lot more now, and I don't find that I'm actually getting into these type of hangovers. The third series was the Divergent series. I know that many people didn't like this series. I actually really enjoyed it when I read it. I read it for the entertainment. I didn't really pick it apart that much. I found it very entertaining for me. But like I said, I read all 3 books back to back, and I think it was months that I even picked up something after that. The fourth set of books was The Mortal Instruments. At that time that I read the first set of Mortal Instruments, I read book 1 to 5. Yeah, book 1 to 5, back to back. I haven't actually read book 6 yet. I'm going back through them now, and I'm actually finding I'm enjoying them more now because I'm not reading them like back to back. I read one and then I read a few other books in between. So I'm really enjoying the Mortal Instruments series a lot more now than I was before. And my last series that I don't think I picked up a book in a year was the Mayfair Witch series by Anne Rice. That was one of actually my first big series that I read, and if anybody's read that series, you know how long that first book is and how boring that first half of the book is. It's like I don't know, the pages were like Bible pages. I loved that series. I want to reread that series if I ever get the courage to reread that series. Maybe I won't love it as much as I did that first time around, but that really got me into a lot of reading. So those are my top 5 series that gave me a hangover. More because I felt like I was binge reading. I do the same thing when I'm binge watching. If I watch an entire season in one setting, then I don't even want to look at the TV for a while. So I guess binge reading is not good for me. There's a lot of books right now that I have been trying to catch up on that everybody else has read because I was out of the reading bit for a while. And I don't find myself getting these hangovers like For example, right now I'm on the last book of the Lunar Chronicles. I've read them all since the beginning of the year, except for this last book. I don't find I'm getting any type of hangover feel-ish, but that's because I've been shoving other books in the middle, so I don't feel like I've been tunnel visioning on just the Lunar Chronicles. And I think that has been helping a lot with any type of hangover. So far, though, I don't ever recall having a hangover for just one book. And maybe that's me. Maybe that's lucky, because then I don't find myself getting into those slumps as bad. I got off topic there a little bit. So those were my top 5 for Top 5 Wednesday. What books have gave you a reading hangover? Or do you even get book hangovers? I didn't really know there was such thing as book hangovers until BookTube. So if you like my videos, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!